recording was recent. Mark telling Archie exactly how to escalate with Amelia. Her father's getting too bold. Time to show them what happens when people challenge us. Start with the house. Make them feel unsafe everywhere. Catherine filed for emergency restraining orders the next morning. The hearing was scheduled for the following week, but she warned us that Mark would escalate once he was served. She was right. The day after Mark received the papers, 3 school board members showed up at our house. They stood on our porch like a delegation of intimidation, led by a man named Robert McKenzie, who introduced himself as board president. Mr. Thompson, we're concerned about your fitness as an educator, he began, reading from what looked like prepared notes. Multiple reports suggest you're coaching your daughter to make false allegations. That's a serious ethical violation that could impact your teaching license. I recorded the entire interaction on my phone, visible in my shirt pocket. Are you threatening my job because I'm protecting my daughter from assault? Robert's face reddened. No one's threatening anything. We're simply suggesting that this situation could be resolved quietly if you'd be reasonable. Mr. Morrison is willing to ensure your continued employment if you withdraw these baseless accusations. Get off my property, I said calmly, and tell Mark Morrison his intimidation tactics won't work. They left, but not before Robert made one final comment. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Mark Morrison has connections you can't imagine. That night, Linda called from Sarah's house where she was staying. Her voice was strained but determined. Mark's getting desperate. He's been calling everyone, trying to control the narrative, but I found something else. He has a notebook where he's documented his control strategies for years. Names of people he's blackmailed, favors he's called in, pressure points he's exploited. She'd photographed every page before leaving. The notebook revealed a web of manipulation throughout our small town. School officials, local business owners, even a few police officers who owed Mark favors or feared his influence. Catherine was ecstatic when she saw the photos. This changes everything. It's not just about your family anymore. This is a pattern of corruption and abuse. We spent the next 3 days preparing for the hearing. Catherine coached Amelia on how to testify, keeping things factual and clear. She was brave, my daughter, even though her hands shook when she practiced describing what Archie had done. Meanwhile, the harassment continued, but became sloppier. Archie was caught on school security cameras leaving threatening notes in other students' lockers, trying to recruit them against Amelia. The principal, suddenly nervous about liability, actually called to apologize for his previous dismissiveness. The morning of the hearing, we arrived to find the courtroom packed. Word had spread, and several other families were there. Parents whose children had been bullied by Archie, women who recognized Linda's story as their own. Mark entered with an expensive lawyer, his confidence intact, until he saw Linda sitting with our legal team. His face went through several expressions: surprise, rage, then careful blankness. The judge, Roberta O'Catherine, was known for her no-nonsense approach. She reviewed the evidence methodically, asking pointed questions. When Catherine presented the recordings of Mark teaching Archie intimidation tactics, the courtroom was silent, except for the sound of Mark's lawyer frantically scribbling notes. Amelia testified with remarkable composure. She described the escalating harassment, the fear she felt, the way the school had failed to protect her. When Mark's lawyer tried to suggest she was exaggerating,